Today we find Peck Jorkins in the tomb of Exarchun Tulakort. I forget which one it was. On Korriban. It's the final tomb for the star map. I think we have to do this, right? Special cold grenade. Can I loot the other one for shits and giggles? I can. Interesting. Don't know if it'll let me keep it as a novelty item. Did I loot this? Yes. But, you know, I might as well have it. Excuse me. So I'm assuming I just do this. Yes, a dangerous-looking pool of acid has flooded the room. Launch the cold grenade. The pool freezes over. It is now walkable. I believe that is the correct solution. Like, oh, you prick-ass fucker. I'm wearing my fucking glasses and I still can't see. Poor Peck Jorkins. He's not a very perceptive person. It's about the only place, like, high awareness does anything for you, huh? Like, because you can always have it on other character, usually, for most other places. That one did a staggeringly high amount of damage. I wonder if that scales based on level, like, the tier. Maybe if we come here at lower level, it doesn't, you know, instantly kill us. Because that would kill you at, like, up to maybe 10 or something. Class dependent, of course. What range it kills you from, if that's the same damage roll, but... Alright, we got the map. Mapped. A Sith statue with a Sith lightsaber. Right, that was the thing. Ominous door closing. Yeah, okay. Sith lightsabers. So, is this... So this is probably fixed, because this is for the quest, right? That's why this doesn't, get randomized. Might as well save here. You're doing all that. Okay, then they're here. Standing on the acid.
You returned to us with the lightsaber in hand, as I knew you would.
The Force has served you well.
You took a great risk in acquiring the artifact. You used your mind and your power. No peaceful meditation, no pacifism. Sometimes you must fight in order to achieve. This gives you your passion. This makes you stronger. This is what makes you superior. That is the lesson we teach with that part of the final test. Do you understand?
The Sith are not the only ones who fight and take risks.
True, but most would say they fight only when they must, or not at all. We are the ones who know that struggle is what makes us superior.
You saying a Jedi couldn't have gotten that lightsaber?
When a Jedi acts, it is with skill, true. But the Jedi teach you that your passions are counterproductive, that strength is only found in peace. Did you not feel a moment of excitement in the tomb? Did your passions not flow and make you feel stronger and more alive? What purpose would be served by restricting yourself from such? I would say only the purpose of the Jedi. Through this, they would control you and restrict your potential.
I don't believe you. I don't feel superior to anyone.
If you came to the Academy,
I think Peck does feel superior.
Within you that cry out for the freedom of the dark side, that cry out for release. I can only show you the path that will lead to power and superiority. You have followed it this far. You must decide if you are capable of continuing.
And if I'm not?
This is where your path ends, young one. There is no turning back once you have embarked on it.
Alright, I guess I understand.
Good. The last part of your test will now commence. Here, you will learn the lesson of competition. All life must compete in order to flourish. Such is the natural way of the universe. To stand still is to know death. One must always be moving forward. So it is the same amongst the Sith. Compete or die. Mercy is irrelevant. So it behooves you in this final test to strike down one you are familiar with. for no other reason than to prove you are superior and without mercy. Normally, this would be against another student. You, however, get a special treat. You will fight Euthura here, my own apprentice.
What? So this is what you had planned all along? You wish me killed?
Indeed. You have become too ambitious, Euthura. It is time for you to die and someone more talented to take your place.
No. It is time for you to die, Master. My pupil stands with me.
Oh, is this true, young one? You wish to join Euthura in her foolish scheme?
This whole Sith recruitment process doesn't seem very sustainable. Hey, we're gonna take in, like, you know, we're gonna have like 30 prospective people show up, right? Like 2/3 are gonna die before they even get in, and then we're gonna pit the remaining 10 against each other. A bunch of them are gonna die in the process, and then the ones who come out on top, like, have a death duel at the very end, basically, and you get like 1 recruit out of 30. I suppose it's you know, for the force wielding Sith proper, not for the rank and file army, right? So it's not as bad, actually, you know, as it might seem. It's a prestigious position. There's limited amounts of, you know, force wielding Sith. So yeah, and it also really tracks with the Rule of Two shit. The Rule of Two is always kind of silly anyway, but it's a fun thing, right? Conceptually, it's like, why would they even agree to that? Every apprentice ends up killing their master, and then getting killed by their own apprentice later. It just seems like if I was a Sith, I'd just be like, you know what, fuck this shit. I ain't having no goddamn apprentice. I ain't gonna raise up the one person who can strike me down. Fuck that. I don't give a shit what the rules are. Or you do the whole thing that happens over and over again in, like, extended universe type shit of just, like, every fucking Padawan Sith apprentice whatever has their own Sith apprentice, or they have like a secret apprentice on the side, that kind of shit. Very goofy. Goofy but fun. Like, good goofy. Not like haha, this is dumb, but like, you know. Does that make sense? It's like, this isn't very logical, but it's fun. That's what I mean by that. It gives it all a very interesting vibe. Yeah, I'm with Euthura on this one.
Do you hear that, my master? That is the sound of a new leader rising to replace you.
So the time has come, has it? You both wish to stand against a Sith Master and perish, do you? Then so be it.
Alright, buddy, we're gonna... Should we launch in one of these, maybe? Then go in with the crits? Oh, it's already over for him. He's already done. Everybody say goodbye to Master Win.
And a new order is brought to the Academy. Excellent.
It's so broken.
I don't intend to share power. It's time for you to die.
I don't want any power.
As if I would ever believe that. Defend yourself if you dare.
How could I... Wait, I thought I could bring her to the light or something. Okay, I'm gonna look this up, because I'm very curious. I wanted to do that, because I don't know if I've ever done that. But there was no obvious dialogue option there, so is there something... Or maybe... Okay, hold on. Maybe if I do damage, maybe there'll be a, like, oh my god, spare me, and I can do it after I knock her down. Maybe that's it. Let's do that first.
For the Sith!
She lost a crit strike, dude. She failed the crit strike DC. Oh man, that's so funny. I didn't even bother doing the OP stun power, and I get the stun from my own attack. Go. Leave this place.
As I thought, you are no Sith. A real Sith would have no hesitation in striking me down.
I am no Sith, and I am glad of it.
Then I hope you got what you came to the Academy for, whatever that was. I was right the first time back at the cantina, wasn't I? There is something strange about you. More so than I even suspected. Your path leads elsewhere to a destiny I can only guess at. Whatever it is does not involve joining the Sith. Not yet, at least. Go then. Go and leave here. I'll not stop you.
Okay, well, I got light side points, so I thought there was like a come back to the light thing, though. Okay, we don't have the plus strength yet, so we're still at least one more light side gain away. I'm going to make a save here. Real quick. And then I'm going to do a smidge of research to see if there's a different light side outcome. Because I was under the impression there was, but maybe that was it. Because, like, I deliberately didn't, like, read the finer details. I just looked for, this quest provides light side points, and skimmed the text vaguely. It's very interesting. Apparently, if you continue to pry and try to talk to her at the start of Korriban, there can be a dialogue option you eventually get to about, like, being a friend or something like that, or her talking about a friend. And if you get as far as that by repeatedly talking to her or whatever, which I guess we didn't do, right? Maybe there was some nested dialogue options. Maybe there was one thing I didn't click because I have skipped a few dialogue options. You can do that. And then you get here and you get a different dialogue option, an additional one. Something about like a Sith asking for mercy. And that allows you to not just get light side points and spare her, but to actually have her get redeemed. She rejoins the light side. She leaves Korriban, actually goes to Dantooine, where you can talk to her, apparently. Find her on Dantooine and actually have a discussion about her returning to the light side and rejoining the Jedi Order. Which is very interesting that you can go that far. That would have been pretty cool to do. Only problem is, we did Korriban 3rd, which means there should be certain events that happen once we leave this planet that would impact that, and we would never actually be able to see the Dantooine event anyway with the order we've done things here. So if you wanted the special Dantooine event, which is probably one of the most obscure things this game has to offer, I would imagine, you need to do Korriban like first or second for star maps. Very interesting. I'm pretty sure I've never seen that. I think I had no idea that existed. There's enough little steps there. And the timing dependency of it too, of having to do Korriban first or second, is quite interesting. It's stuff like this in a lot of older classical RPGs that is like really, really nice, really cool. I mean, I say that, it's not like I played a lot of newer RPGs. I'm sure there's similar examples of stuff like this in newer ones. That's rose-colored glasses biases speaking, right? I mean, my example set of like RPGs with cool hidden things and like branching options is like heavily biased towards early 2000s, right? It's not like I'm playing new AAA RPGs to like have a fair and balanced spread of games to compare. I'm playing New Vegas, KOTOR 1 and 2. I'm playing old shit. I'm not playing new shit. But anyway, let's get the headgear on here and let's continue through on Korriban. It's always important, I feel, to evaluate why you think the things you think, you know? You need help, Ithura? You gonna be okay? You don't seem so good. Okay, I'll open the door for you. You seem to be having trouble. I'll see you later. I'm gonna leave. She's still just slowly walking out of here. Is she gonna fade away? Because sometimes they do that. Or is she gonna actually manually walk? But yeah, she even has like a non-corrupted like light side model, without the you know, their Sith eyes and shit gone, that kind of stuff. Okay, well, we should be completely done in the valley with everything. We should be completely done with Korriban, right? Let's take a quick peek at the quest log. I assume these are all post-event. We have the Ebb and Hawk stuff. That can happen whenever. This is bugged. This is the main quest. This is maybe dependent on the Candor's thing or bugged or something. Same deal, right? And then, yeah, Kashyyyk. Okay. So, I suppose we could return to the ship and do the box thing before the other thing that happens. That probably everybody who would be watching this already knows about. If anybody watches this and it's your, like, first time having any interaction with KOTOR, I... just play the game, man. But also, if you're watching this and you actually don't have KOTOR nostalgia and you're just watching this because you're watching my content, sick, dude. Thank you. Yeah, at least there's one of you. Alright, yeah, none of this matters. So they're not hostile because we didn't kill Yuthura. If you kill... Okay, I was gonna say, if you kill people, then you do run into issues with that. If you kill both of the Sith. Maybe, I don't know if you redeem Yuthura if she also causes problems here. Like, if she goes back to the light side and leaves for Dantooine, does she just leave the academy, like, leaderless? I like that Lashow's still here. We should talk to Lashow. I'm gonna just see if there's anything else interesting going on here with, surviving characters out of interest, because it's, amusing. Also, potentially another, like, area, that it would be, any dialogue, any special dialogue that currently comes out of Uthar dying would be pretty rare to see, especially because, you know, the only reason we didn't kill Lashow is because she's immortal. Because of the mod we're using. So, like, if she's got special dialogue here, probably not many people have seen it.
You beat me. Go on, gloat. I could care less. I'll succeed next time.
Okay. She's just acknowledging the fact that we got the prestige points and she didn't. Okay. So that we would have, anybody who didn't kill her, anybody who did a light side playthrough would have encountered that. Well, which I suppose, yeah, anybody who did a light side playthrough would also encounter any dialogue for leaving her alive and killing Wynn. So actually, it wouldn't be that rare. Just kidding. Has Dustiel walked away? Is he left entirely? There's Yuthura. She's... Yeah, right, because she didn't get redeemed. So she's still hanging out here.
Your destiny does not lie with the Sith. At least not yet. The Academy is mine now. I trust you won't be remaining long, correct?
Do we get banned from the Academy now? How does this work? Because you can get banned from the Academy. I think it's common to get banned from the Academy. And I don't know what the conditions for that are exactly. Like, is that, dependent on... Like, if you spare Uthar, do you get ejected, guaranteed, maybe? But then if you, fight your way out and kill everybody here on the way out for the... Oops, wrong direction. For the... If you, like, kill them both, does that also result in you being banned in the end? Not that there's, like, really any reason to come back, but, like, there could be quests you didn't do. Particularly the Karth quest, right? Because you have to advance through dialogue enough to actually unlock that. If you do Korriban early, maybe you miss that.
You're a student of the Academy.
Okay, I mean, they still let me in, so it seems like I'm not banned under this situation. I wonder if she leaves... If I also get banned then. Because presumably, if Uthar is dead and Yuthura is left, somebody else would take control, right? Especially if that doesn't involve us, like, killing everybody on the way out. Alrighty then. Just curious to look around briefly and see if there's anything else for differences. Doesn't seem likely. It's not like we wiped the place out, so that also makes some sense. Baree. Guard, Port Authority. Okay, yeah. Let's get back on the ship here and check out our new cargo. And then probably... That shouldn't take the rest of the episode, so we should be able to start the event, too. Maybe we should poke around real quick. What are your thoughts now? No, okay, nothing there. Just double check these real quick to make sure there's nothing else here. It should be Juhani, it should be Jolie.
How may I be a... What is...
Oh, and we should probably talk to Karth. Get a debrief on the situation with his kid.
Got something. Oh, that was not until many years later, to tell the truth.
Okay, he's got
I spent
dialogue.
quite some time wandering the galaxy.
The Jedi just let you go?
Why wouldn't they? I had refused my promotion to Jedi. I was a Padawan who had left the Order, nothing more. I traveled from one civilized system to the next, never staying long. I don't even think I knew what I was searching for. It wasn't as if my travels were pleasant either. There were plenty of folks who distrusted the Jedi after the war, or worse.
What could be worse?
If people weren't treating me with suspicion, they were looking at me with greed. I don't know how many thought they could make use of me for their own ends. I got so sick of the treachery and deceit. I left the civilized parts of the galaxy and headed instead for the uncivilized parts.
So that's when you went to Kashyyyk?
Actually, I was on my way somewhere else when I crash-landed on Kashyyyk. The ship I was using was a rust bucket.
You survived a crash landing on Kashyyyk, of all places?
Some damage passing through an unexpected asteroid field, as I recall. But I wasn't completely without some systems. I could still guide her a bit when I crashed. It wasn't what I would call the smoothest landing, especially considering I ended up smack at the depths of the Shadowlands. But I lived.
Why didn't you just fix your ship and keep going?
I'm no mechanic. And besides, after you plunge nose first in the trunk of a 5-kilometer-high tree, chances are you don't have much ship left.
So you crashed and stayed?
Sure, why not? It seemed like an interesting enough place to spend a couple of decades exploring.
That's crazy. How'd you survive the Shadowlands?
That was a challenge at first. You've seen the kind of creatures that exist down there, and you miss the really big ones. I was still able to rely on the Force to keep me safe for the most part.
Makes sense.
The rest of the trick is keeping out of the way of most of the predators.
Couldn't have been easy.
No, that's true. Still, most of the creatures grew accustomed to me, and I to them. At least none of them ever heard of a Jedi.
And the Wookiees don't mind your presence?
Oh, they did at first, oh yes. I can't say I was overly pleased to encounter a group of indigenous giant carpets either, I can assure you of that.
You seemed on fairly peaceful terms with them.
Well, that was after 2 decades of helping them. They certainly didn't trust me at first.
You helped them?
When I could, I would assist a few young ones who would get lost in the Shadowlands or attacked unexpectedly by the wildlife. I must say, for a while there, the Wookiees actually thought I was some kind of benevolent forest god. Amusing, really. I set them straight eventually.
Why didn't you stop the slavery of the Wookiees then?
At first, when the slavers took to hunting down lone Wookiees in the fringes of the Shadowlands, I did my best to divert them. Later, when Shundar made his deal, I didn't see any point. I wasn't here to save them from their own sad follies, after all.
Sounds like you enjoyed being a god.
Nonsense. I had no idea that's what they were thinking for a long time. I just thought they were being friendly neighbors, leaving fruit and such for me. Later, when I started to understand some of their grunting, I realized they would say prayers to the Hairless One before descending into the forest. Hairless One. I used to have plenty of hair, I tell you. At any rate, it took a few bruises, but I set the record straight.
Few bruises?
I traveled to Rookwaro and met with the chieftain in front of everyone. Freyr swatted at me just to see if I was real or not. I was real, and while it was a light swat, Wookiees are terribly strong. I was knocked out cold for a day. The Wookiees all thought it was quite funny.
Wasn't it all a bit primitive for you?
Not really. Kashyyyk is a place you can feel very small in. It felt good to devote my time to helping people and living simply.
For 2 whole decades?
What can I say? I did it all for the Wookiees.
Oh my god, they did it. Are you joking? The Wookiees?
The Wookiees.
Oh my god.
Okay, maybe I needed some time on
Come
a
on.
quiet and remote planet, but if you ever need a friend, an incredibly strong...
That was the most
hairball
early
isn't bad at
2000s
all.
thing I've seen in this fucking game. I did it all for the Wookiees, the Wookiees, the Wookiees. God damn it. You fuck. You're very... Oh my god. You sound quite fond of them.
I suppose I am in a way, despite the smell. For a race of gardeners, they've developed quite interestingly.
Gardeners?
You remember the alien computer, correct?
What?
Kashyyyk was meant
Spoilers!
to be a cultural planet. The Wookiees were made for a reason, or at least that's what I'm thinking.
Spoilers!
I'm an old man who's had a long time
We
to
sequence
develop
broke
things.
something.
Don't
This
lie.
trigger definitely shouldn't
At any
be
rate, we
here.
should be moving along, don't you think? You sat around this long in the Shadowlands, attack would eat you.
I guess the logic probably is they assumed that anybody who made it this far with Jolie after going to Kashyyyk would have got the computer. But we didn't. We don't know anything about the Kashyyyk lore in this game. We haven't found the computer yet. But Jolie thinks we did. Can't believe you would spoil the Kashyyyk reveal like that. You piece of shit. You ruined the big reveal. Oh my god. That's what everybody's here for. Nobody cares about the storyline. Everybody's here for the Kashyyyk lore. Alright, anyway. Still isn't on the quest log, so good thing we talked to him there. There might be even more. Okay, he's not saying anything else there. There's our box. I tried Juhani. Okay, yeah, it's a Karth. Then we should probably unequip people too. I don't know how things are gonna go.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You think you'll seal Dustil again?
I think so. If he's anything like he used to be, Dustil hates to be tricked. There's no way he'll let the Sith trick him again. As for whether or not he'll be my son again, I don't know. He's so full of anger and hate. I wasn't expecting him to be like this. Well, maybe we can work it out. I hope so. I guess I'll have to wait and see. Thanks, by the way, for all your help.
Okay.
Yes, what's it?
Okay, and that's just the capstone dialogue there. Okay, I'm gonna leave the ship real quick, unequip everybody else, I think. That way, I don't remember how events play out in the next area. So I think I just want to make sure we have our stuff on hand for whoever we end up using. I'll leave myself equipped because I probably need to stay equipped, I would assume. You can keep your armor. Let's give you a regular robe. We'll take your good one. Do we have more levels to distribute here too? We might. Let's check levels. Also, I don't remember. Yeah, I took everything from Karth because he's just wearing clothing. You're fully equipped, but nobody else ever uses that stuff, so that's probably fine. Actually, no, it's fine. Like, if we have to use D3 or something somewhere, whatever. Awareness point cost 1. Should I take awareness? I feel like I should just take repair, because, like, the droids have to take care of themselves for healing, which makes having repair kind of important. I think I changed my mind on that, though. I think last time I did do awareness or something instead of repair there, but whatever. It actually doesn't matter that much. Juhani just has a robe. You are rocking a light exo. And I don't have any other clothes. So you can keep that, I suppose. And then levels. Feats. Picks up sneak attack. Okay, so she was doing single-handed blasters. +1 attack doesn't really feel that worthwhile. She has sniper shot done. Probably implants then. Like, Tier 1 implants gives us at least +1 dex, which could just be +1 attack with blaster pistols, but also +1 AC, right? It's like plus 0.5, right? Because of the way modifiers work, but I still just don't feel like this is worthwhile. I mean, it does work with this. This is int. She gets maybe like 1 more feat, I would imagine. Which means we can't get like tier 3 implants, which would actually be pretty good for powering that up. I mean, we're never using her either. Like, why do I care? I'm sitting here deliberating over how to level up a character that I think will never be in the party after this point. Or will never be in the party except to level up, I guess. We use T3. I really don't need repair on you. You can be 2 aware 3 awareness points? Sure. Yeah. Why not? Flurry... Oh, wasn't there a thing with... Oh, shit. There was a thing on, like, somebody where I wanted to take, like, crit strike, right? Fuck. Well, it's too late now if it was a case of me wanting to do something like that. I'm just gonna take Master Toughness. I don't fucking care. Again, a character we don't really use.
What?
Alright. So, we're gonna open the puzzle box thing just to experience that. It's a pretty interesting little thing that happens if you open it. I believe it has absolutely 0 consequences for anything. It's just a fun little thing. Do you wish to open the box? Yeah, man. Loot box, open it. Oh my god, it's the Hyperbolic time chamber. Holy fuck, that's bright. Oh god. You can literally see my face get lit up by the fucking void. Holy shit. Look, it's Kami. Can you imagine being trapped in this sort of shit? My god. What was that? Something else come into my prison already? So very long a time and nothing, then in a span of mere months, 3 in a row. What sheer luck. Well, let's have a look at you. Biped, more or less symmetrical, far less hair than the last one. Opposable digits, mostly water, hey? Suppose you'll have to do. Excuse me, I'll have to do for what exactly? For body, of course. I don't want to remain in this prison forever. No, no, no. I'm a prisoner here too. As are you, yes indeed, although I suspect by accident rather than sentence, yeah? I was put here on purpose. My own people put our criminals in little cages like this. Well, our minds, anyway. Really terrible criminals like me, our mind gets locked away forever. This is what I get for going to Epstein's Island. How long have I been here now? 1, 4... No, longer than that. I've never been very good with numbers. This a prison? What did you do to get imprisoned here? Well, a little war. Really a rebellion, but the details would hardly interest you. Many people died, and I'm responsible, or so they say. You said 3 in a row earlier. Have there been others? Obviously. That's a very Peck Jorkins thing to say. You said 3 in a row. Does that mean there were other people here? Oh, yes, indeed. 2 others of entirely different species visited me before you. I couldn't speak with them like I can with you, however. They eventually grew angry and ran off into the whiteness. If you go far enough out, you may find them, although I wouldn't recommend it. They're likely quite mad. All this whiteness can do that to you, you know? It'll drive you mad, mad, mad if you let it. I'm not mad, though. No, no, no. Is there any way to get out of here? Well, now, that is a most interesting question. Yes, indeed. I've been here long enough to ponder that. How many years now? 1,000? 10,000? I can never remember the numbers. Not even when I kept track. Point is, that I know a way out of this clever little prison. Interesting, wouldn't you say? Out to where? If you get out of here, your body is fucking dead. How clever you to realize that. Indeed, you are correct. Your body, however, is not. Now, before you go off getting all excited and defensive, let me tell you, you can't go jumping into your body without your will and agreement. Conversely, you can't go jumping back into your body without my knowledge. That leaves us at something of an impasse, wouldn't you agree? What do you suggest? Well, what I suggest is for us to settle this now, like civilized beings. Rock, paper, scissors. It's like this, dear sentient. If you like, we could spend the next 1,000 years debating. Or, you want out, I want out, it could go on and on. Unless you're a species that's remarkably long-lived, I doubt your body has 1,000 years. And frankly, I doubt either of us is going to convince the other of anything, yes? So why waste the time? A simple competition between the 2 of us and we settle the matter. You win, you go free. I win, I go free, yeah? That sounds deceptively simple. Does it? In truth, I've had a long time to think it over. You can take your time thinking about it yourself, but why? What kind of competition? I have little clue as to what activities you are superior at. You are at the same disadvantage with me, I suspect. So the best game is one of the mind, an exchange of riddles, perhaps. The first of us to fail at an answer loses. What do you think? What's to stop you from cheating? For that matter, what's to stop you from cheating? The only thing I can think of is it's quite hard to cheat at riddles. Fair is fair. Guess I don't have much of a choice? Now, no need to be fussy. If I seem to be moving fast, that's simply because I've had an overabundance of time to consider this scenario. That being the case, and seeing that this is technically my home, I'll go first. Now, let's see. Till I am measured, I am not known, yet how you miss me when I have flown. Time? Should be time, right? What happens if I fail this? Time. Yes. I suppose that was an easy one. Perhaps I should have used all this time to think of harder riddles, huh? Yeah. Fair is fair, Sentient. Your turn. If you break me, I do not stop working. If you touch me, I will be snared. If you lose me, nothing will matter. But as roots nobody sees, is taller than trees. Up it goes, yet it never grows. Okay. Oh my, there are not many things that keep working once they're broken. Oh yes, your heart. Your heart is the answer. How does he have the concept of a broken heart? He's an alien species from like 50,000 years ago. How does he have the same metaphor? The idea that love is connected with an organ in your torso. I never was, yet always will be. I have never seen, yet always come. I can carry nothing, yet hold much for some. I never was. Never was, yet will always be. I've never seen it always come. I can carry nothing, yet hold much. It's tomorrow. It's just tomorrow. Multiple choice riddles just don't work conceptually. Yes. You have the right of it. Tomorrow it is. Fair's fair. Your turn. You heard me before, yet you hear me again. Then I die until you call me again. What an odd riddle. Yes. Let me see. Hear again, and then call again. An echo? It's an echo. Ha ha ha. Very clever, but it's my turn once again. Who makes it has no need of it. Who buys it has no use for it. Who uses it has no knowledge of it. A grave. Who buys it has no use for it? Yeah, because it's used for somebody else, right? Grave. Yes, that's it. A grave it is, though I'll likely never see one. Fair is fair. Your turn. Flying to Dantooine, I'm at 5 ships. Each ship has 5 crewmen. Each crewman 5 pets. How many in all are flying to Dantooine? That's a shit-ass riddle. No, not numbers. Never have I been good at numbers. Think. 5 times 5 add the 1. No. Carry the 2. 94. No, 96. Is it 96? It's 1. I'm the only one flying to Dantooine. I'm fooled. I've been fooled. Fooled myself. Very, very clever of you. You have won. It appears my destiny is to be imprisoned even longer. Are you ready to return to your body, Sentient? I could try to find some other way to get you out of here. I doubt you could help. My people made quite certain escaping these prisons was a difficult prospect, you know? It took me as long as I've been here to figure out the only exit, and even then, I'm sure it's only happened because my prison is no longer secure. I do have to wonder how that happened. Are my people still about? If they were, I can't see that they'd let my prison loose so easily. But even if they are gone, I doubt you'd be able to find a way to release me. No, I suppose I'll just have to wait for somebody who's not as proficient at riddles as you to come along. Before I go, what's your name? My name, it's, well, how do you like that? I've completely forgotten. I think I knew it 1,000 years ago. I guess I've been here so long I've forgotten. My, that is depressing. I could destroy your prison once I'm out, if you wish. Oh, I certainly doubt that. No offense, but your species hardly strikes me as that advanced. Besides, I'm not ready to explode into bitty-itty atoms just yet. Don't worry, I'm sure somebody else will come along before you know it. You know, you're right. And maybe they won't be as intelligent as you either. That makes me feel much better, thank you. I'm ready to go. There's nothing complicated to it, it's just... It's better for me to just show you than teach you. Close your eyes for a moment, Sentient. All right. Very interesting little event. We just come back. That's it. Just a massive waste of time, of no consequence to anything, and yet a very cool little thing to put in there. All right. Well, suppose we go man the old helm here. Let's go fly to Yavin if it'll let us. I don't know if it'll let us. Oh no.
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Kareth's vessel. My old mentor.
Well, there it is. We've been captured. That's the end of the game. Good game, everybody. That was KOTOR. We died. We got captured. Until next time.
Admiral Kareth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, which is Saul Kareth's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
Don't do anything you'll regret, Karth.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Kareth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
Ooh. Do we... Is there a wrong choice here at all? Like, I don't know how this works. I don't remember how this works. Oh, don't worry, I can do it.
The Admiral will be watching the three of us far too closely for any plot involving you, me, or Karth to succeed. It's going to be up to one of the others to get us out of this.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
So Jolie feels like the best character in a party. A credible support character. I don't know how well he'd do solo. So yeah, Mission would escape prison. T3 could do, I don't know, whatever. Jolie could like cloud their minds. Candace could like maybe like fake his own death and then let his healing shit bring him back. Juhani has, yeah, force stealth shit. What about Juhani? Maybe she'd be the good one to do it with. I was thinking HK, but Juhani has a little more utility. Yeah, I think it should be Juhani. Juhani, can you use your force powers and camouflage abilities to avoid capture?
You speak the truth. I alone of all the group might be able to remain hidden if the Sith search the ship. I could wait until the guards have completed their search, then come to rescue you.
I'll try it your way, Juhani. May the force be with you.
Hold on, they're dragging us.
We actually might be able to make use of her stealth abilities then too for sneak attack shit. Although she's a guardian, like it doesn't really matter.
Try anything and we'll vaporize your entire ship.
These are the three we are supposed to watch out for, Commander, but there's more inside.
Bring them all. Throw them in the prison. Lord Malik will want to speak with them.
Okay. So
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Kareth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We searched the ship from top to bottom. Somebody would have had to be invisible for us not to find them in there.
Well done. Return to your post and I'll tell the Admiral of this.
Karth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promise myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Kareth, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
I'm more devoted to the light. I'll never betray the Jedi. I'm better than that over there.
You're defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you.
Malak won't get any answers from me.
The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible.
My loyalty is as true as Bastila's.
It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
Don't hurt her, I beg you!
My pain is meaningless. Tell him nothing.
I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
Alderaan. Poor Alderaan always being the scapegoat. Well, not scapegoat. Dantooine was the scapegoat, right? Was it Dantooine the scapegoat in A New Hope? Right? Because Leia says, oh, the rebels are on a planet, and then doesn't, like, Vader or whatever go like, no, they're not. That ain't it. We're gonna go destroy your planet instead, Alderaan. They're on Alderaan. It's totally Alderaan, man.
Alderaan is nothing but a planet of artisans and philosophers. There is no training academy there. You must think this is a game. Very well, this is the price of your resistance. Enough! You see what happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet.
Oh no!
Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters.
No, you're lying! It isn't true!
It doesn't matter whether you believe me or not. The fact remains that the Jedi on Dantooine have been eradicated, along with any hope of someone coming to rescue you. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada?
We were searching for the Star Forge.
Why? Why are you telling him this?
You should be grateful, Bastila. He is sparing you agony beyond comprehension.
Words that betray the Jedi Order bring me more pain than any torture ever could.
Tell me, How did you find out about the Star Forge?
Oh well, you know, it was in Malik's diary.
A diary? This is not the time for jokes. I will only ask you one more time. How did you find out about the Star Forge?
For the sake of the Republic, don't tell him anything.
Don't listen to her. Tell me what I want to know or watch Bastila.
Can you, like... You can't kill Bastila, so is there any, like, downside? No, I will say nothing.
I had hoped you would continue to cooperate, but you seem to have changed your position. Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you, no! Mercy! No!
I am surprised she did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I am wasting my time here. When Malak arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Bastila's just, like, cooked already. Well, she told
Don't
me...
try to move too quickly.
Yeah.
You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Kareth had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost.
Also an interesting idea of dark side corruption on non-Force users. There could be some pretty interesting things with that. No one is without hope of redemption, Bastila.
Yes. I suppose you're correct. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard.
You seem pretty stoic, actually.
Now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing?
The killing ends when we do more killing. Maybe Kareth was lying.
I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook.
That's some prequel trilogy shit.
Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one...
Some of them do survive, right? I think so.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back.
Isn't, like, some of those are in KOTOR too? Maybe all of them? I don't even know. Some of them definitely do survive, right? I think so. At least some. Where is he now?
Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information.
Alright, so
I have
she's
to confess something.
considering
There was
it.
a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop.
So we basically, since we, I guess, only answered one of 3 questions, it leans on the side of us not telling him things for the dialogue. I'm sorry, Bastila, watching you suffer tore me apart.
I know you would never do anything to intentionally cause me pain, but you did the right thing. I don't honestly know if I could have been as strong in your position. To watch you suffer like that, it might have been too much for me to bear. Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope Juhani busts us out of here before he arrives.
I shall not be seen.
Completely invisible. I got no idea where she is on that screen. She could be anywhere. Oh my god, she was there the whole time. Okay. Alright, Solo Juhani. Oh, and we don't get items. Interesting. Does she always start without items? Or did she start without items because we unequipped her? I would assume she starts without items because we had her unequipped. Which is concerning. Alright, well, we better be sure we save in a different slot in case we're cooked. But we have force powers. We can probably get through this. Even if we have to kill some shit. I'm sure our equipment's nearby. Does she have... Yeah, I mean, we've got... No, we have no damaging powers. Well, whatever. In this game, I don't think it has any, like, unarmed attack bonuses either. I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, until next time.